right, just bear with me just a second here till we get things set up. All right, I think we are ready. If you're wondering what's happening here, I am having issues tonight. Carol, if you can hear me, can you let me know in the comments, please? We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and I just want to make sure that you can hear me. All right. Very good, very good, very good. Just off the hop, I want to let you know that I cannot see anything you say, so I will respond to your comments after the video. I have my iPad suspended above my desk because somebody forgot their phone at work. Yeah, I know. Pretty bad. So, hopefully this works. I'm just kind of got my fingers crossed. Now just bear with me a second. There might be a little bit of a wiggle. All right. I think we're good. I think we're in frame and we're going to get started. All right. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Shel Anderson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I would like to welcome you to Stamp with Shel. Before we get started tonight, we're going to be doing fun folds tonight. But before we get started on that, I have a couple of things that I want to mention. One of them is time sensitive. That is the 24-hour stamp sale. Starts tonight at midnight. There are a whopping 135 stamp sets from the annual catalog that are on sale for 15% off. This is for 24 hours only. So if you do not want to miss out on that one, that's the first piece of business. Second piece of business is the Perfect Partners promotion. This is also time sensitive. It's only available September 1st to 30th while supplies last. Now, there are 6 stamp sets that have coordinating dies that Stampin' Up! Has created so that you can purchase a bundle. And if you already have the stamps, you can purchase just the dies separately. Or if you just want the stamp, you can purchase that separately as well. That's September 1st to 30th while supplies last. It's the Apple Harvest Bundle, Fresh Cut Flowers, This Birthday Piggy, Trimming the Tree, Waterfall Canyon, and Yeti to the Party. Next up is these just dropped today, September 15th to 21st. Weekly deals. In here we have this week. Now you can order these tonight to go in tomorrow's order if you so desire. Pearlized enamel effects, regular $21 on for $18.90. That's those little red, black, and white liquid that makes dots and you can use it to make stripes on your cards as well. Also, there's the rose gold and white 5/8-inch striped ribbon, regular $11 on for $9.90. The masking paper, regular $9.75 on for $7.80. Perfectly penciled 12x12 DSP on for $13.20. Lovely Layers Vellum on for $7. Faux sea glass shapes on sale for $9.90. And the metallic silver edged cotton ribbon on for $9.90. Scallop craft treat boxes on for $11. This is a good one. The Eden dies, regular $48 on for $38.40. That's a fantastic deal. And then there's the 12 by 12 layering designs vellum. That's on sale for 11 bucks. So that is available tomorrow as well. And our last announcement tonight is I have a plan for October, my friends. It's called Getting Sketchy with Shel. Join me the entire month of October for daily card sketches. Let's get those creative juices flowing in October. There will be weekly prizes for participation and sharing. We are going to have fun in October. That's it, my friends. Finally, we are at the creative part of this class. We are going to be making an angled gatefold card. Typically, a gatefold card will come together in the middle, meet in the middle. Now, this one is going to be different because it's not going to meet neatly. This is not my design. This is a design that I saw done by Karen Titus. And I thought it was really cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I have created a template based on her instruction. Basically, you take a 5.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock and you score it 3 3/8 inches from each end. Then you measure down from the top on each side 1.5 inches and you make a mark. And then on the bottom, you measure in 1 inch and make a mark. And then these are your cut lines. You're going to line this and this up in your trimmer and cut them off. And then these two here. Okay? Then you're going to have a liner for your card that's 4 by 5 1/4. That's just typical. And you're going to have a belly band for your card that's 1 inch by 9.5. I should lay these out differently so that you guys can see them and take a screenshot if you so desire. And the final pieces, you're going to need 2 pieces, 3 1/8 by 5 1/4. Now you're going to mimic what we've done before. You're going to measure 1.5 and 1 inches and then do the cuts. This is DSP, and if you want your DSP to be the same on the front, you make sure you put the right sides together and then you cut them together at the same time. Okay, so there's the pieces if you want a screenshot. All right, I hope everything's in camera. I can't even see because it's way up there. If you could see this setup that I've got going on tonight, you'd be laughing at me. All right, we're going to make 2 cards tonight. The first card is going to be made with one of the perfect, what's it called again? Perfect Partners is this little Piggy. We're going to be using that bundle for our first card. And then we're going to be using Apple Harvest, which is another one in that promotion, for our second card. All right, there's an idea of what that gorgeous bundle is going to be like. I love this. It's a fun bundle. All right, I've done some prep work because we're doing 2 cards. I do not want this video to go too long. And quite frankly, I think that iPad may fall at any time. So I have pre-cut the first card. We're going to do the entire second card from scratch together, so don't panic. Here is our card base and how that, I got something on there, how that folds. It can fold that way or it can fold that way, whatever suits your fancy. And then I put these two, this is my good side that I want to be on the front of the card. I put those together and I cut those pieces together. This DSP that I chose is from the Splendid Thoughts bundle. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our card up and we are going to get some adhesive and pop this on. Now you're going to think when you first look at this card that it's difficult. Believe me, it is not difficult. And if you think that you're going to get this 100% straight and right, you're wrong. Don't sweat the small stuff. It just needs to be good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. You will be sitting there cutting and going on forever if you're looking for perfection on this one. All right, that's easy peasy. Now we're going to go to the inside. Because this is an all-white card, I chose to use a piece of the mint macaron as a layer in this card. Now because we are writing on this is for our writing panel, I am not using a punch to do any punch outs out of this because I don't want, when I'm writing on this card, it to go all wonky on me, right? So, pretty easy so far. I know the cutting seems ominous, but I'm going to walk you through it on the next card. All right, so I have a white circle from the Layering Circles dies, and I am going to put that on a fresh freesia. That's a color we haven't used in a while. Stitch circle. Now we have a choice for our belly band. We can use the same color DSP, or we can use a white cardstock. And I think for this card, I am going to use the white cardstock. So we're going to close our card and we're just going to put this behind because I want it to join in the front because I'm going to put this over the edge. So we're going to go like that. Now the trick to this is not to do it too tight. If you do it too tight, it's going to be a bugger to get on and off your card. So be smart and do it loosely. You just need it to hold it closed, not to now there's a little mark on that cardstock, but I'm going to be able to put my little image anywhere because it's a circle. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of my little image, and I colored him with Stampin' Blends prior to this video because I wanted to quickly be able to show you the first card, and then we're on our second card. Once you see what we're aiming for, we will then work step by step so that you can see exactly how I did it. If that makes any sense. Now I'm going to put 4 dimensionals on here, and if I can get, I have no fingernails whatsoever, as you can see. There we go. And I am going to take this little guy and just pop him right on there. And the greeting is right in this stamp because it says happy birthday. I guess happy birthday. And as you can see, this slides quite easily. And we have a nice place inside to write our greeting. So this one's pretty simple. Kind of kept it all clean and all the DSP going one way. And I think because this is designed for a girl, obviously, with all this pink and fresh freesia happening, I'm going to grab some rhinestones, and I'm going to put the rhinestones on here because I can't put it on the card base because I need to be able to slide it, right? So we're just going to put 3 right on there, just to give it a little something, something. All right, what do you think of that? Pretty cute, eh? And as you can see, the gates in this gatefold overlap. They're not straight up and down the center. All right, I'm going to set that one aside. And as promised, I am going to bring in my cardstock. And we are going to do this one from scratch. Bring in this again one more time. 5.5 by 11. And the first thing we need to do is we need to score it at 3 3/8 from each end. Now, I know some of you have trouble with the non-standard measurements. So 3 3/8. Every 2 little lines is an 1/8. So 3 3/8 is 2 lines from 3.5. If that helps you. And you're going to score that. And then we're going to do the other end at 3 3/8. I don't know if I'm in the camera or not, to tell you the truth. Hopefully I am. All right, so we've got that scored. I'm going to set that paper trimmer aside, and I'm going to bring in the ruler and our diagram. So from the bottom, we need to measure my in camera here. I'm going to put it right on this paper so you can see. I am going to measure in 1 inch from each end and make a tick mark. And I don't imagine you'll be able to see them. Hopefully you will. And 1 inch in from there. All right. Now at the top, back to our diagram, we're going down the side 1.5 inches. So there's the 1.5, and we'll put a tick mark. And over here, we'll do the same. 1 and, oh, I can't see that. Let's do it this way. 1.5. All right. Now we're going to bring the paper trimmer back in, and we are going to cut those lines. So we're going to put this tick mark in the track and this score line in the track. And we're going to cut. Oops, cut. All right, that's garbage. Then we're going to flip it, and we're going to put that same tick mark in the track and this one down here. And take another little slice. Same thing over here from this score line to that tick mark. So you just get one of them in the track and then rotate your paper until you have them both. And then from this tick mark, or where we cut here at that tick mark, to the bottom one, same thing. All right, that's the card base. Now, I have brought in some retired DSP, and I've done this because I have an idea. Now, with this DSP, if I wanted both green sides to be on the outside, I'd put them together. If I wanted both floral sides to be on the front, I'd put them together. But I want one of each. So mine are not going together. Now, I'm going to bring in this next template and get rid of the paper trimmer for a minute and find my ruler again. So we are going to measure one more time. And we are going to measure down 1.5 and in 1. All right. Now we're going to bring that paper trimmer back in. One more time, I'm going to tell you, if you wanted both flowers on the front of your card, you'd put them together. I don't. I want one of each, so I have one up and one down. Same thing as before. We're going to measure from here to the tick mark, put them in the track, and cut it off. And you've got 2 pieces at once that you're cutting. And that's garbage. And then we're going from this cut line to that tick mark. All right. Hopefully all that was in the camera. Now we need a bone folder, and we are going to fold our card. Just like so. There's our gates. Here is our card liner. This is the 4 by 5 1/4 piece, so that we have a nice place to write our greeting. And we're just going to center that. I say center, but I didn't do it, did I? There we go. And we'll give that another little burnish so it behaves itself. All right, now I'm going to flip it over like I did before and figure out what's going where. That one's going to go there. And this one is going to go here. This one's different because I have 2 different DSPs. And if you look really close, these are not perfect, but they are good enough. If you are looking for perfect, you are with the wrong person right here. Because once you get this all together, the wow is the gate. Nobody is going to notice that it's a 1/16 of an inch out here or there. And there we, oops, there we go. Beautiful. Fold it back up and look at that. All right, now I have 2 pieces of paper here. One is cardstock, one is DSP. Once again, I think I'm going to go with the cardstock. I like the cardstock. And I'm going to tuck this around and do my first score. Now, I just like to do them with my fingers. And then when I get it done, I just I don't know whether you can see what I'm doing here. I don't hold it tight to the card like that. Once I get my first score done, I just back it off a wee bit, and then that will allow me to fold this one, and it's going to give me that little bit of leeway so it will slide nicely. Then I'm just going to put some Tombow on there and fold it shut. All right. While that's happening, we're going to put on some dimensionals, and then we have to go to our Apple Harvest set. Now I've done a bit of prep work for this. I have stamped the apples and I've colored the leaves. Now I don't have a Pear Pizzazz marker, so I use light old olive for this. And my thought with this is I want to make these peaches instead of apples. Hence, that's why I brought out this retired DSP. I thought, these don't have to be apples. They could be oranges. They could be peaches. They could be plums. They could be whatever I want them to be. So, my problem is that I do not have a peach colored marker. So I have brought in some markers. That's dark pale papaya. That's a peachy tone. Then this is light pale papaya. This is light calypso. And this is light pumpkin. So I'm thinking that the dark areas I'm going to do in the pumpkin. Where there's natural shading by the artist, I am going to use light pumpkin. Now this may be a total flop, but I'm thinking this is going to work out okay. Now, I think we need to have a little bit of this calypso as well. But before I do that, I think I'm going to blend it with the dark pale papaya. And then we'll bring in some calypso. I'm just going to work on one of these peaches at a time. And then I'm going to bring in a little bit of this more pinky color. And I'm going to blend it out again with this. And I think that looks great. Looks like a peach to me. And I'm just gonna add some peach, the rosy pink color on there. Now I'm gonna go to the lighter one. Get some different tones in here. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now I'll go back to this one. Just touch here or there. What do you think of that? Do they look like peaches? I think they do. We're going to say that they do. All right. So this one, we are just going to remove these backings. The only thing you need to do is make sure that your belly band is sitting where you want it to be. And I am going to put that just like that. Now, I want to do one more thing. I'm going to flip this and see which side I want to be out. And I think I want the green side out. And then I have this little greeting that I've done. This greeting is actually from this birthday Piggy, and so is this die. So this apple one, I didn't want the big greeting. I just wanted a small greeting. So that's why I went this way. And I think I'm going to put a dimensional right there. And a dot of glue right there. And then we will stick this right on this belly band. Like so. Now for this one, I'm going to grab some Wink of Stella, if I can find some. Ooh, not that one. That's the old gold one. We don't want that. I grabbed that one other time by mistake. And I am just going to add some Wink of Stella to these peaches and make them juicy. And add a little sparkle. Then we will add, oops, wrong end, add a few rhinestones. 1, 2, 3. And there is our apple harvest peaches. I don't know whether you guys can see that glitter or not. It's very, very pretty. And when that slides off, there's the inside of our card. So that is our angled gatefold. And both of those bundles that I used tonight are in that Perfect Partners promotion. I hope that you liked this tutorial tonight. I really encourage you guys to give it a try. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Like I said, I forgot my phone at work and I have a precariously iPad hanging above here. Hello, Michelle. I see you're here. You're the only name I can see right now. Anyway, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer them after, or message me. I will be pleased to answer those questions. So I am out for tonight, and I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday at noon with another video tutorial. And here's something for you to look forward to. In October, we're going to have 31 sketches and 31 cards. And you guys have a chance to win some prizes. All right, I'm out. Bye-bye.